It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Okay, let's just forget I did that. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maisie. It's nearly the end of March, which means it's time to pick out our April TBR. Last month, I picked my TBR blindly with wrapped up books and a random number generator, and you guys loved it and I loved it. So I thought, let's do it for another month. Although these are really fun to film, I will be going back to my TBR jar next month because it is annoying having most of your physical TBR wrapped up. But yeah, for now, let's get on with it. So I'm going to start with adding some books to my TBR that I didn't get to last month that were on my monthly TBR for last month. So there are 3 books here. The first one is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. Just didn't get to this, but I really do want to read it soon. Then we have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, another one that I just didn't get to. And same with A Fate of Wrath and Flame. And to be honest, I really want to read all of these books, so I'm very happy to add them to my TBR again this month. Now that's going to be nice. We'll put them here. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. So we have 3 books there, and I'm going to then pick another 7 books. I always used to have 8 books on my physical TBR for a month, which makes sense because I tend to read about 8 books a month. But last month I did 10. And it was nice having more options to choose from. Because also I've been feeling a little bit slumpy towards the end of this month and I feel like I need some options. So I've got my number generator here and we're going to spin 9. Do we have a number 9? We do. Yeah, last month I tried guessing what each book was. I think I'm going to struggle to do that this month because now it has literally been a month since I wrapped most of these books. But we're gonna guess anyway, and I'm gonna guess that this is Caraval. Just feels like the right size. Am I right or am I wrong? Okay, I'm wrong. We have Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. This is quite an intimidating book to me, so I'm not sure how I feel about this being our first book chosen. If anybody has read this and wants to try and convince me to pick it up, I would very much appreciate that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna struggle to motivate myself to read this one. This, I believe, is a dark academia book. It's set at Yale. I don't know anything else. So there we have our first book. Are you okay over there or are you too far away? Should I move you closer? No, you don't need to be any closer to me. Right, okay. Let's do our next spin. 15. We have a number 15. That's great, okay. Right, this is a hardback. What could this be? Oh, it's quite a small hardback. Okay, this could be either Ruthless Vows or Emily Wilde's, I can't remember what the second Emily Wilde book is, but the second Emily Wilde book. I'm gonna guess Ruthless Vows, I think. Trying to show you these first. Oh, it's upside down. And I was wrong. Okay, it's A Dawn of Oinks. Why do I keep saying oinks? A Dawn of Onyx. I don't know why I can't look at this and not say oinks, like a pig. Anyway, this is a new fantasy romance series. Yeah, I think. I don't know much about it. Seems to suggest that our male main character is gorgeous, indecent, and deadly. That sounds like a male main character I could get behind. I am excited to read this one. I haven't heard many people talk about it, but it just sounded really good when I saw it. So yeah, I'm actually pretty happy to have got this one. Okay, although I had completely forgotten about it. Let's move on to pick number 3. Do you prefer like me doing this with the wheel, or would you rather like I just picked books? Obviously like blind me, but you know, I don't know. Ignore me. Number 14. We have another hardback. Oh, this could be one of my new books. It literally could be anything, but I'm going to guess that this is A Tempest of Tea. Is that even what that book's called? I don't know. That's what my guess is. Let's see. Okay, I'm wrong again. We have Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. So this is the second book to Divine Rivals. I loved Divine Rivals. It was a 5-star book for me, and I'm excited to finish off this little duology, get back into this world. I found it to be quite just like a cozy, comforting book, the first one. I think that people haven't loved this one as much. You know, I like to finish what I start, so I am excited to get around to this one. That's a good pick. Last month we seemed to get loads of romance books, and this month I could do with some more romance on the TBR, to be honest. Okay, let's spin again. How many have I done? 3. Okay, so we need to do 4 more. Number 3. Another hardback. Oh, I actually think this is one of the new ones that I wrapped. So I am going to guess that this is A Tempest of Tea. Just because I'm pretty sure one of the new ones I wrapped was number 3. Okay, I was right in that it was one of the new ones that I've wrapped, but it's not A Tempest of Tea. This is Feybound by Sarah El Arifi. I picked this up in my book shopping vlog that was my last video before this one, and it just sounded really good. It says, divided by blood, imprisoned by fate, bound by desire, welcome to the intoxicating world of the Fae. In this book we have our 2 female main characters who are sisters from the Elven lands. Yeah, from the Elven lands, and they get exiled or something. Yeah, they both get exiled and they come across the Fae lands, and there is romance, and I have heard that it is very good, so I am excited to pick this one up. Another fantasy. I did say actually last month when I got all the romance that the rest of my TBR cart is probably pretty much fantasy, which it seems to be, so yeah. Right, 3 more books. Number 20. Okay. We have, oh, well, it looks like a paperback, but it's really heavy, and it kind of feels like a hardback. What like heavy paperbacks do I have? Because it's not that it's that thick. I literally have no clue what this could be. I don't think Caraval is this heavy. It's quite a stiff paperback. Absolutely no idea. I have no idea. What is this? Oh, okay, A Court This Cruel and Lovely. That's just great, another fantasy book. This is A Court This Cruel and Lovely by Stasia Stark. It is the first book in the Kingdom of Lies series. Are there other books out in this series yet? I don't know. I remember when I hauled this, it sounded really good when I read the blurb. Okay, I'm not going to read the full blurb, but I'm going to read like the first 2 lines because this sounds good. For years when I fell asleep, I dreamed of a man with blazing green eyes and a cruel smile. The day I meet him, the ruthless mercenary leaves me for dead. And I'm pretty sure it's a romance between them. This sounds good. I think I've heard good things about this book, so I'm excited to read it, even if it's another fantasy on the TBR. Where are we up to? These are gonna fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 2 more spins to go. Wow, this has been very quick. Are there any books that I really want on my TBR? I don't know, there's not much going on in my head at the moment. Like, my mind is blank. I can't remember what books I've got. I kind of want Emily Wilde, but then I don't because I've got so much fantasy. Oh my god, if I get the first Crescent City book, that's going to be a nightmare. We've got number 12. What's number 12? Oh my god, it's another hardback. I don't have any romance hardbacks, by the way, so if it's a hardback, it's definitely fantasy. Why is this going the opposite to last month? Good job I kept these 2 romances. Okay, this could be Emily Wilde. Let's hope. I've just seen a peek. It is. And what even is this book called? It is called Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. Okay. I am happy to have this on my TBR because I loved the first Emily Wilde book. This came out, I think at like the start of this year, or February maybe, and I've been really excited to read it. I do want to get back into it, but also so much fantasy. Okay, let's pray for a romance. Please, everybody, send your thoughts and prayers to me. Let's hope for a romance. Right, One more spin. Please, please, please. I mean, I obviously can read books that aren't just on my physical monthly TBR, but I like to stick to it. 19. We don't have a number 19, so we're gonna spin again. 16. Oh no. This is not a romance, guys. This is not a romance. This is not going well. This is a fairly big hardback. I just don't want it. I don't want it. Okay, I am gonna open it, but we'll do another spin. We're gonna do what we did. We're gonna do what we did last month and just keep spinning until I get another romance this time. Okay, another new release. Okay, this is like a stack of new releases. We have A Fate Inked in Blood by Daniel L. Jensen. This, again, I picked up in my book shopping video. I am really excited to read this one. I think it's Viking inspired. It's the first book in a series called Saga of the Unfated. It literally just came out like a few weeks ago. It has these blue sprayed edges, which to be honest I'm not a big fan of. Daniel L. Jensen is the author of the Bridge Kingdom series, which I have not read yet, but I do want to. And yeah, that's another fantasy on the TBR. As I said, let's just spin again. We'll keep trying for a romance. There's definitely some romances on here. I mean, there's loads of paperbacks and they're all romances. That's the other thing that's annoying. Like, not only is this all fantasy, which I do love fantasy, but I like to have a mixture. They're all hardbacks and I do not really enjoy reading romance. Reading hardbacks. Okay, that's 22. This is a paperback. Okay guys, I think we've got a romance. Let's hope it's a good rom-com. The best outcome would be Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. That would just be a great outcome here. I think that that would just be a really nice, quick book to read, and it's one that I've been wanting to read for ages. Oh, I do also kind of want it to be Bride by Ali Hazelwood, but then that's also kind of fantasy, is it? It's like paranormal, but I don't think it's going to be complex. Okay, it's neither of those, but it is a romance. We have Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, and I'm not mad about this. This is an old book. I mean, when did it come out? 2022. But I never read this book when it came out because I'd read The Love Hypothesis and loved The Love Hypothesis, by the way. But then everybody said this was exactly the same, and I thought, do I really want to read a book that's the same again? Well, now we are years later. I have read Love Theoretically, the third book in this kind of STEM series, and I really enjoyed that, even though, again, it was quite similar to The Love Hypothesis. And after reading that, I bought this and I thought, you know what, yeah, it's a formula that works. I enjoy it. Maybe it's a bit repetitive, but also it's just going to be a good, fun time. So there we go. Okay, so let's go through the final TBR. Oh my god. We have A Dawn of Onyx, not Oinks. Feybound by Sarah L. Arifi. Should I say who A Dawn of Onyx is by? Kate Golden. It's by Kate Golden. Feybound by Sarah L. Arafi. Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Roth. A Fate Inked in Blood by Daniel L. Jensen. Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, a cozy fantasy. 2 fantasy paperbacks. So we have A Fate of Wrath and Flame by K.A. Tucker. This is the one that I failed to read last month, and that is again the first book in a series. A Caught This Cruel and Lovely by Stasia Stark. Another fantasy romance, Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, a dark academia. Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, a rom-com, thank God. Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. And then the last book that's not going to fit in this row, but I'll put it behind, Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher, the first book in the Lakefront Billionaire series, which is a like romance companion series. So there we have it, guys. I have 7 fantasy books on my TBR this month and 4 non-fantasy. We will see how we get along with this TBR. I sense that we're going to need to do a reading fantasy for a week video. If you guys have any ideas of TBR videos that you would like to see, so if you'd like to see followers choose my TBR, or if you just want another prompt jar TBR video, or any other ideas that you have, please let me know in the comments. And and yeah, I'm always looking for new fun ways to choose my TBR for the month. And yeah, I have enjoyed doing the blind one. It has meant that I kind of haven't been able to choose the genres and split the genres very well, which obviously happened last month and this month. But that's fine. Wish me luck with this TBR, and I hope to see you in my next video. Please don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!